Hey, it's Eric with Patch Foundry. I'm going to show you today the patch for Footloose for MainStage 3.7.1 or higher. And it's part of the cover band pack volume 1 or as a standalone patch from Patch Foundry. And there's a link in the description for where to get it. Before we start, this awesome MainStage concert that took 6 years of development to build is free with every purchase. So there's a separate video and a link in the description about exactly what it can do and more. Second, this patch is not designed to sound like the original song. It's supposed to be inspired by it, and it's built using 100% MainStage stock plugins for keyboard players and cover bands. So now that we've got that handled, let's go back over here, and we'll start off by just looking at the bright piano, which is our first channel strip. And this is just a really compressed grand piano. We're using the stock plugin. Like I said just a minute ago, we're only using stock plugins for this. There's nothing else to download. It runs insanely fast. It's such a simple thing to install. And it took years and years of development to get to the point where you could just use a stock sound and have it at this world-class level, because we wouldn't settle for less. So the first thing, by itself, very different than just if you fire up this plugin by itself. We actually work with a mix engineer here in Nashville in order to get this just absolutely locked in sound-wise. Next up is an organ, which is controllable via expression pedal. Or you can reassign it to mod wheel. It's up to you. Then we've got same thing, pan just a little bit to the right, but up an octave as well. And that's really it for the bottom keyboard, because honestly, this song, it's basically an organ and just a little bit of extras here and there, but that's the majority of it. Now, the only two other things we have here, we have a basic stock organ sound that is included in every patch. It sounds great. But, it's not necessarily, needed on this song. And then, of course, we hope you're playing with a brass group or a group that has brass in it. If you don't have that, we've got some brass for you where you can just unmute it. And this is mapped so it doesn't get in the way of your lower notes. So if we come down here, I think your low note is going to be like a C sharp E, or a C sharp 3. So you can do the, and then. You get the idea. So that's it for the bottom board. Now the top board, the secondary board that we have here, you don't need, but it's got extras if you want. So for instance, this one, it's just this huge combination of notes. We got a bright piano that has a chord trigger on it, so you're getting multiple octaves. We've got an organ, same as the bottom board. We have another organ, which goes up an octave from that. Boy, just really weird there, but really cool. And then another octave from there. You get the idea. Another octave, and then some gig brass. So all together, you got that. Which you can add as impact, or you could just play that same line down below with less impact. It's up to you. It's there for you as an option. Now, before I end, These patches are insanely CPU efficient. I'm running this on a 5-year-old M1 MacBook Pro, and MainStage is set to 128 samples and 48K, which, if you know anything about computers, that's incredibly fast, incredibly low latency, and just high quality. I'm also recording audio and video on the same computer as we speak. So check out the CPU load when I play. I'll do that big walk. And this CPU handled it like an absolute champ. It stuck at maybe the highest was 60%, and that's mostly because I'm running video and audio on this computer at the moment, which you really should not be doing any other program, but I'm doing all this other stuff. Then we're only using 29 megabytes of RAM for this, which is just incredibly efficient. This took, like I said, 6 to 7 years of figuring out what were the most CPU efficient plugins, reducing the most CPU heavy plugins, and combining them with just a combination of the best things in MainStage. I am so personally proud of the way these came out. If you want to know more, go to patchfoundry.com or check the links in the description. Thanks.